1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. Yes, sir. Hopefully this works out pretty well. Worked well last time. Hopefully this time we get some better bike sound. I'm also trying a few things differently with the camera. We're going to shoot in 2.7K instead of 4K, just to see if that helps with the battery and the file size. Things first, check the lights. Turn signals work. Signals work. Check the brake lights. Front works. Back works. Do some stretches. Stretching. And yeah, we're just going to ride until we run out of gas. Fuel up. Ride around some more. And enjoy this nice, cool night. It's not super cold out. It's like 60 degrees-ish. So, it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. Maybe we'll run into some other people on bikes. We'll see. But, yeah. Gotta go where the wind takes us. Yeah, going down our sketchy side yard of the front yard into our sketchy gravel driveway. Where we gotta go down and up. And then we finally hit some pavement. Yes, sir. So, hopefully, it's going to be a nice night. And I'm not going to lie, we're going to do our first test pull right here. See how this baby sounds. Let's get it. 6,000 or nothing. So I'm gonna go my usual route. Head downtown. See what it's looking like down there. Go around the woods. Probably hit my driving route to work. All this week, I finally feel accomplished as a biker because I finally managed to ride for a whole week straight. Screw the hurricane, screw the rain, the cold. I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm going, I'm riding. So I rode to work every day this week. I rode on all my days off last week. So I rode from Thursday to Thursday, worked the extra overtime day at the job. Took yesterday off just to do laundry, my usual day off ritual. Let's see, the moon's out. It's a Saturday night, so got to be careful for people doing their usual Saturday night things, going out, eating and drinking, partying. Some people who are late to the party are going to be speeding. People who also shouldn't be out doing their thing. It says we got 116 miles left in the tank, so we're going to have to do a lot of riding to get it down, to need to go fill up. Hopefully this video is going to be good. I'm sorry and I apologize to anybody that's been watching all of the old videos, because every video is a work in progress. Even this video, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Hopefully the quality is good, the brightness is all right. We're going to go around this guy. Yay, being on a motorcycle, let's go. Yeah, like I was saying, hopefully this is a decent video. Trying to dial in everything settings wise for both the camera and also the microphones that I'm using, because I got one microphone underneath my helmet and then I got another microphone in my pocket, on the side pocket of my pants, to hopefully capture the bike sound and see if that thing's good or not. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then I guess editor me deemed it worthy. And even if it's not worthy, editor me is probably still going to post it anyways for reviewing sake and for learning as an example of what not to do when it comes to camera and microphone settings. And as per usual, if I go radio silent, it's because I'm focused on not dying. So, yeehaw. Let's get it. I also feel like I need to double check my tires, because my tires go through wet grass like every night, and gravel. So I kind of feel like I need to do some serpentine and some zigzagging just to feel like I'm cleaning the wheels off. Yes, sir. Let's see, go left or to go right? Left or right? We're gonna go to the right. Cupid shuffle status. This person is all sorts of in front of the line, not knowing what the fuck they're supposed to do. Alright. So on my last video that I had, I was happy with how it looked, and I was happy with how the microphones helped eliminate the wind noise that was coming from just the pure camera audio. But the one thing I felt was lacking was the bike sound. Perhaps I was a little too conservative on my shifting, but today we're going to kind of let the bike rev a little bit higher, and also I covered the microphone that I'm using in my pocket with an eyeglass case because I was unsure of if the wind in my pocket would be good, but it seemed like I actually muffled the mic too much doing that. So now we're going to go unmuffled. And we're going to see how that goes this time around. The smart thing to do would be to do a shorter ride for there to be less video and audio to sort through and all that, but I love the ride. So we'll see how that goes. Shout out to Wright's Dairy Right, baby. If you like Sonic, you'll love Wright's Dairy Right. Hit it up, Stanton, Virginia. Also curious how my voice sounds with my wind visor up and my wind visor down. So I'm going to go ahead and apologize again if this video is wacky with the audio being on different levels or not, because this is all a test and I'm still figuring it out. So thanks for watching. If you're watching, voice crack. Ooh. Another thing, I've been riding with the saddlebags on all week. Decided to take them off this time around. And man, does it feel like almost a completely different bike. Like a much lighter bike without the panniers. However the French pronounce it. The one thing I really want, I guess, for people to get out of these videos is this motorcycle isn't a very popular bike, both in the brand and in motorcycles in general. Because when I was researching this motorcycle, it was people on it, because being a Kawasaki, everybody is on a Ninja, everybody is on a Z, even with things like the H2. I was able to find more people riding Vulcans than riding this. But when I was in the dealership and I saw this, I was like, "Yeah, what is this?" And the salesman at the dealership was like, "It's a Versus. This is a sport tour. It's basically a sports bike, but taller. Got some reverse forks on it. And for a first bike, I'm completely happy. I'm in love." So, like I was saying, things I hope to get out of the video is I'm hoping to, okay, God, hoping to put more content out for the Versus so that there's more education available for anybody curious about it, because there's the basic reviews of people that just do the test drives of bikes, you know, like people that just go out and rent the bike for a day and bring it back. And I've only seen about 2 or 3 people on YouTube actually own the bike and ride it on the regular and see what they have to say about it. So I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit of a gamble when I got this bike because I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to like it or not. It was my first bike, and when you're going into your first bike, you think you know what you want, but sometimes you don't actually find out until you get on 2 wheels and you start riding, and you kind of start figuring out, like, okay, the types of rides I want to go on was kind of different than what I dreamed and fantasized about. Because I've always wanted a Kawasaki Ninja my whole life. Like, since I was like 9 years old when I saw it. I was like, I want a sports bike. I want to go fast. I didn't care about leaning over, leaning back, all the different seating positions that come with all the different types of motorcycles. I didn't really care about any of that. But the thing I like about this motorcycle is the fact that you can sit upright like a standard naked type, or if you want, you can lean forward like a sports bike, but it is a sport tour motorcycle. So its frame and design is almost angled a little forward, but you can sit upright and be comfortable. I've ridden this bike for over 3 hours before, and I just felt fine. Didn't have any body aches, which is what a lot of people who ride sports bikes, they all say they get tired after about 30 minutes. Some of them never make it an hour before they got to pull over and stretch. Where I've ridden so long on this motorcycle, I had to go get gas because I just wasn't stopping. And that's probably going to be the case tonight. I'm probably going to ride. This video is going to keep happening until the battery runs out on the camera. And even when the battery runs out of the camera, I'm probably still going to just keep riding until I'm tired. Because the boy works night shift at the warehouse. So I work 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And I'm not done with that. I'll be out here all night long. Go home, go to sleep at 6 a.m., wake up at 2 p.m., and get ready to go to work. So hopefully this video turns out well. If not, we'll be doing it again. Which, that's what they say. Practice makes progress. So hopefully the views are good, even though all you can see right now is this minivan in front of me. But I love this bike. I can't say it enough. I am happy with this thing. I don't have any buyer's remorse for it. I mean, I got it on sale as well. So this bike MSRP is for $10,099. I got lucky because I got it in 2024. This model is in 2023. So as they're gearing up to put 2025s out, a 2023 model is considered almost 2 years old. This bike had 1 mile on it. It didn't even make out the parking lot. So I got it on sale for like $7,400. But the MSRP was $10,000. So I'm happy with that. Shout out Wayne Cycle. We'll be seeing more of it. But yeah, this bike, there's not a whole lot of people talking about it. There's not a whole lot of people on this bike. Because this bike kind of falls in the middle of a lot of different needs, which is why people tend to go for bikes that are kind of single purpose. Like everybody that wants a Ninja or a CX4 double R, you know, they want the sport bike, they want to race, they want to go to the track, they want to be leaned over, and that's what they're looking at a bike. Whereas people that go for the naked bikes, the C platform on Kawasaki, the C400, the C650, the C900, even the CH2, that's supercharged. All of those you sit upright on the motorcycle, and they don't have windscreens, and a lot of the time they're kind of meant for people that are doing a lot of city riding and commuting and all that stuff. So this, like the Versus, being a sport tour, it kind of falls right in the middle of that. You can sit upright like a naked bike, but you can also lean forward like a sports bike. This is the 650, so it's got enough pep in it that I have zero concern about going around somebody or getting up to speed. And it's also equipped with a lot of good features, like it came with hand guards already on it, which is great for not only the wind, but it also helps against bugs and rocks from hitting your fingers and your hands. It also came with the hard case saddlebags already equipped. Didn't need to install any extra bits on it. So that is also a very nice thing when it comes to luggage. You don't always have to put on a backpack if you don't want to. The windscreen is also adjustable. You go up or down. Right now I have it down. When I pull over to the side soon, I'll probably put the windscreen up to the highest. Try to get the wind to go over my head instead of hitting me in the helmet or in the chest. Mine also came with the auto shifter, a quick shifter, and an auto flipper. So I don't have to use the clutch to shift up or down. I can just quick shift it, which again is just a really nice perk to this motorcycle. That add-on isn't on a lot of these other bikes. So people kind of shit on this motorcycle. I'm kind of like, I don't think they actually wrote it and actually lived with it, because there are so many good features on this motorcycle that I just love it. And I'm so happy this is my first motorcycle. Like, I have no regrets. Like, it makes me want another one. Like when I'm more comfortable and I'm like up and everything, I think I might go for the 1000cc Versus or the 1100. Just because I love this bike and how comfortable it is. That's just like the main thing, is being comfortable on your ride. And I think that's what's going to keep you on it forward. That's what's going to have you liking it. And that's the thing that I don't really see a lot of the big YouTubers that hate on this bike. Like, I'm talking about when I typed in this bike's name, and then all the big YouTubers that have over 1 million subscribers and everything were reviewing it, but a lot of them come from the sports bike background. So for them, this bike isn't sporty enough. but that's by design. It's not supposed to be a sports bike. It's a sport touring bike. The key there is tour. You're supposed to ride long distances on this thing. It has a 5.5 gallon tank, so that's a lot more than a lot of sport bikes. Some sport bikes got like 2.5 gallons. That's it. This has 5.5 gallons. It says you can go about 250 miles on the tank. I think I've gone like 300 miles. I can ride from here to Shenandoah Valley up the mountains. I can go all the way to Virginia Beach and not fill up until I get there. It's awesome. Like, for what I look for in a ride, this bike suits me perfect. I got no complaints. So I'm sorry, Andy Dude was a very influential YouTuber, very well knowledgeable, very experienced, but when he says this is like the worst bike out there, I have to just disagree with him like 1,000%. Like, I just cannot agree with that. This bike is amazing. And I'm talking about not only like as a tour, like with the bags on it, but even with the bags off of it. Like right now, I'm riding with no bags on. This thing is lightweight for its class. It's technically going to be considered middleweight, because it's a 650. But just in general, I'm so happy with this bike. Like, I got to get off and see if we can get a little get some video capture for the thumbnail. Hopefully it will apply it, but this is what I mean by this thing. Like, look at this bike. Like, they say this bike isn't sporty enough, they're crazy. Like, this bike is sporty enough, I promise you. Like, damn, I love this thing. I think when I ride to work this week, I'm not going to put the bags on it. I think I'm going to leave the bags off. And I'm just going to put everything I need for work in my backpack, my lunch and everything, and just put it on. I got a backpack from Moto Loot, so it's reflective in the light and everything. But I just want to make sure I got all the grass off my tires and everything. But, yeah. Look at this baby. It's awesome. I love it. So, yeah. Got the... Gotta zip this up a little bit, see if we can keep on getting that sound. Hopefully everything's still working good. Kickstand up so we don't stall. Yeah, time to circle back around. I know I've been talking the ears off about my love for this thing. We're on camera, so we're going to come to a complete stop at this stop sign. Look left, look right, then proceed. Same thing here. Make sure you stop at all stop signs, my friends. It is important. Safety first. You never know. And I hope this comes in on camera because it's going to get lit. How's it sound? I love this bike. Like I was saying earlier, if you want to talk, you can talk on this thing. You get down here, ride it like a sports bike. You can sit up, ride it like a naked bike. I love this fucking bike. It's fucking dope. Sorry I have to cuss, but that is just how I feel. It is great. I love it. So I just go, is he gonna stay? He ain't coming. And this road tends to have a lot of deer and animals on it, so I might start getting focused on the road. A lot of people have their high beams on. It actually makes it a little harder to see where I'm coming from. Yeah, like I was saying about YouTube reviews, you gotta be a little careful when you watch reviews on bikes from people that don't actually own the bike. They just go to the dealership, they ask if they can do a test ride. The dealership says they can do one, they take it out for like 6 hours. Some of them, depending on how big they are, you know, subscriber-wise, some of them can get the bikes for a few days, and I just think having the bike for 3 days isn't truly enough to give it a real, honest ownership review. I think you need to actually, like, keep it for a month, and actually live before you somewhat make hard decisions on it. Like I said, if you look at all the big YouTubers, they all say this bike sucks, this is the worst bike ever. But if you check people who aren't very big, who don't have any clout, who have no reason to actually kind of persuade you either way, who are just honest about everything, it seems like there's just more pros about this bike than there are cons. So maybe I should thank Yammy Dude for getting me a discount on the bike, because maybe the fact that they weren't selling a whole lot of them let me get the bike for $3,000 off, compared to, you know, if you try to go get a H2, if you're trying to get any other, like, Kawasaki sport bike, you're not getting a discount on it. They're not going to be on sale. There is no issue selling ninjas in America, like, at all. So, I guess I'm lucky that this thing was just chilling on the floor for a year. When it's lying down, I'm never letting it go. Woo, holy high beam, that man. So yeah, got that typical, once you go over 60 miles an hour, it's cold, no matter what. When it's 80 degrees outside, and you're going 70 miles an hour, it's cold. And tonight, it is a nice 60 degrees so far. It's going to be getting to like 55. But I feel like it's like 40 degrees when you're going like 60 miles an hour. So we'll probably swing back around to this gas station and fuel up later. But we got fuel, so we're going to keep on getting it. You know, even though this bike was equipped with an auto quick shifter and an auto flipper, the downshift and upshift without the clutch, I don't use it. And I haven't used it yet because this is my first bike, and I'm new to riding, and I kind of just figured I should be shifting the clutch like normal, and I should get that practice in before I start doing quick shifting and using the auto clipper and everything like that. Because what if the quick shifter breaks, it doesn't work, and I go to quick shift and it doesn't work, and then I have to shift normally with the clutch? It's going to be a moment of, well, I hope I'm well practiced, shifting with my clutch for moments like that. So that's why I haven't used a quick shifter, even though it's an awesome feature to have. Once I get a few thousand miles on the motorcycle, and I feel a whole lot more comfortable just riding in general, I'll probably start doing that. Both of these cars are going 30 miles an hour, and the speed limit is 35. And here's another thing, like I said, stuff I haven't done, lane splitting or filtering in between cars. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I don't know if I ever will feel comfortable doing it. Just because around here people are crazy. But that's a very, well, I shouldn't say it's a sport bike only thing, because all people on bikes do them, but if you're on social media, the highest number of motorcycles that are lane splitting between vehicles are sports bikes. Then your naked bikes, your dual motos, even dudes on Harleys be doing it, but I sometimes just think there's not enough space, even though there is space, because sometimes I feel like the mirrors on here stick out farther than they do, even though they don't. And when I have the saddlebags on the side as well, I'm also kind of nervous if there's enough space, because if they're all hugging the line, then there's not going to be a lot of room for you to split. That dude's license plate is BYO Benz. That's funny. Shout out to him. Let's see. It's Saturday night, so maybe there'll be some other bikers riding around. we just passed the police, so we want to make sure we're following the limit. Oop, police is getting somebody with the UE. Let's eat that. Well, the cop pulled into the GameStop ABC store / Dunkin' Donuts, so one of y'all's cutting up there. Relax. Really? The smell of food. Let's go. How the windows is at this point. Don't find out when we're going to hit this thing. I will miss tonight. part of the road I gotta be careful on because every night I ride on this road, I see deer up on the side. And I mean close to the side. Not in the distance on the edge. I mean like 2 hops and a skip on the side. So that part right there, a little sketchy. Those blind spots are deer might get you. Careful of my speed because we're going downhill, so it's very easy to start going 5 to 10 miles per hour faster than what you think you're going. But it's all downhill, and because there's like a hospital over here to the side, a lot of emergency service vehicles like ambulances and stuff be driving through, and also police vehicles. So yeah, watch out. Make sure you are a law-abiding citizen. Don't be speeding. Unless you have to, because you'll hypertension. Nice. Let's go. Honesty hour, confession time, if you will. I still not ridden on the interstate yet. I've done like the small highway. You know, the speed limit is like 55. But I have not ridden on that interstate yet, 64, because people don't know how to drive. And even when I'm driving my car, people scare me. I drive a SUV that's big and would survive a hit. But this small body here on this bike, you only get one. So I've been kind of waiting to ride on the highway so I feel 100% comfortable. You know? Because, like I was mentioning earlier about the bike, this being a sport tour bike, this bike is kind of designed to live on the highway-ish. Kind of, you know, it's designed to go hundreds of miles, and most of those miles are going to be done on the interstate or on the freeway. And I haven't taken my bike there yet because safety. I'm actually pulling up here at work right now, and a friend of mine who I work with has actually gotten into an accident on the interstate while coming to work. So that kind of put a little bit of fear into me. Not even gonna lie to you. We're gonna split the bump, baby. Let's go. So I was feeling a little comfortable, feeling like I was going to be ready. And then my coworker said he got brake checked while it was raining out. And I'm just like, oh no. And he high-sided over his bike, cracked everything. He's getting it fixed now, so can't wait to go riding with him after he gets it repaired. But other drivers' crazy behavior, not gonna lie, got me scared. And it's kind of a smart thing in a sense. You know, it's better to recognize what you're scared of and your fears than to just blatantly ignore them. Because you cannot overcome your fear by ignoring it. You can only overcome your fears by facing them. So, it's currently October. And if weather permitting, it stays dry because it's been hurricane season recently. I'll probably try to ride on the highway either this month or November. But before the year ends, I 100% plan on hitting the highway. Let's get it. So, I'm gonna have some sloppy shifting as I'm trying to really test this microphone, this pocket mic out. I'm trying to get the bike sound. Other methods I've seen people on YouTube use is they'll have a backpack on, they'll put the microphone in their backpack. Another thing I could possibly try doing is, if I have my saddlebags on, putting the microphone inside the saddlebag, because the hard case sits close to the exhaust pipe. The thing is, on this bike, what's different between this bike and a standard sports bike is sports bikes tend to have their exhaust coming up the side and pointed at your, at your leg or towards the tail of the bike. But this motorcycle has the exhaust underneath the bike pointed down at the ground. So the exhaust is a little bit farther away than what typically some other bikes would have. So yeah, the fact that the exhaust of the bike sits underneath and pointed downwards means the decibels aren't as loud and as in your face as a standard sports bike would be. Not joking, that road is closed. This is a dead end. Awesome. So, they apparently have, that is a dip right there. That is dangerous. So apparently, downtown Waynesboro is closed off for something. So I'm going to be turning around sooner than I expected. Alrighty. I kind of want to pull off here just to readjust some things.